Huh? Something's happening. What the fuck? You're back early. Ah, yes. Welcome back to Tokyo Dock. Last time we left off, we're on our way back to the Yakuza lady to see whether or not she would spare the cat shop owner. Hey, what are you doing here? Go back! Aw, Tomo followed us the whole way. Meow. Honestly, little one, I don't want you to get hurt. Go home. Aw, shouldn't we pick him up and bring him back to the shop? We're just gonna hope that he walks back on his own, huh? Alright. Probably the only cop to enter Kasumi's private bar who wasn't already in her pocket. Though with how things turned out, maybe that's not true either. One we're supposed to go to, right? Welcome back. I assume you took care of that little nuisance for me. I didn't have her sign it. I couldn't in good conscience ruin someone's life like that. ... Let me explain something to you. If I give you something to do, you don't come back until it's done. Well, that's just too bad, isn't it? What do you think? You're some sort of moral crusader helping out the little guy? What'd she tell you anyway? That she was a small town girl who couldn't keep up with the big meanies in Tokyo? Put it that way, I guess I do sound like I'm asking a bit much. Did she tell you about all of the cats that kept escaping, or the ones who wandered into nearby businesses? How about the heaps of trash that were piling up around the place? If it weren't for me getting people off her back and cleaning up the place, those cats would probably be dead by now. I mean, that's fair, but if she doesn't have the money, like, where do you expect her to get it? And if the place closes down, she's not gonna exactly give you your money either. I mean, how's she supposed to make money if she doesn't have her business? I mean, I get what you're saying, and I agree with you, but, like, you see the issue here. What we have here, Detective, is a trust issue. You were too quick to take the other side because of who I am, or at least who you think I am. Actually, it's more of a, I don't agree with deals down back alleyways, even if it's for sweet and cuddly kitty cats. I mean, I'm not exactly saying you're a bad lady. I'm not saying that I don't necessarily trust you. I'm not saying I do trust you either. But the main issue here is, you want money from some cat lady, and I question whether or not the way you say it, you're basically like, you're gonna do this for me or else. You didn't really give us a choice, so you acting shady. See, good people don't force what they want on others. So you've given me a lot of red flags, sir. So I haven't judged you based on that. No, I've judged you based on your actions. But, you know, go ahead and play as if you're the innocent one. And if you turn out to be, well, you need to take some courses in human relations because you're doing it wrong. What we have here, Detective, is a trust issue. You were too quick to take the other side because of who I am, or at least who you think I am. Pity, Kazu. Yes, boss? Take Itō outside and show her what happens when people disappoint me. Oh, so you're gonna just kick us out, or you're gonna kick us ragged and make my point all the more right? Don't be too rough. I don't want a repeat of last time. Oh, and leave her face alone. I'd hate for someone to see a black eye and think she might be worthy of sympathy. Keep her jacket here. I like it. It's very chic. Did you know my friends tell me when all the police raids are coming? It's pretty handy, really. As a matter of fact, there is one scheduled for tomorrow. I'll be gone, of course, but if they were to find this jacket, well, who knows what they'd think. Would be a pity if someone recognized it. See, we don't do what you want, and you go into blackmail. You know, see, this is exactly what shows your judge of character. This is why I like the kitty cat lady more than you. You're a bit of a prick. Kazu, escort her out. Can we shoot her? Please tell me we can shoot her. Good luck finding that stupid little girl. ... It's Tomo. ... Hold on, Kazu. Itō, who is this? He's, I guess he's a stowaway from the cat cafe. ... Dot dot dot. He is, huh? I see. I... Dot dot dot. I love him! Really? Look at his squishy little face. Aw, it's purring. I can't have a detective beaten around such a cute little face. What's his name? So what, you're gonna take Tomo now from us too, you fucking bastard? Beaten? Oh, I think his name is Tomo. Tomo, that's not much of a name for a man, is it? I shall call you Mr. Marshmallow. About that blackmail and beating. Oh, that? Forget it. Really? Oh, good. Oh, Itō, lighten up. You're not a liability unless you start talking to your cop friends. And you wouldn't do that, would you? No, they likely wouldn't believe me at this point anyway. My thoughts exactly, so cheer up. How can you stay mad when looking at these big eyes and those little feet? So that's all we gotta do is bring a cat around you and you're gonna turn into like a marshmallow on us? Okay, I see how it is. Go from wanting to beat me and steal my jacket and blackmail me to, Kitty! I look at you and I see a woman whose priorities are all wrong. Itō, you don't appreciate what you have, only what you're looking for. That is until you find it, but then what? What's left? I feel like you're that, lady from the basement testing me. Like, you're trying to corrupt me. I'm on to you. If that's the case, I'm on to you. That said, I was serious about one thing. If you talk to any cops about my business or about my, affection for cats or anything like that, Kazu might pay a visit to your apartment and pick up where he left off. Wait, would you... Man, you better not have hurt our cat. Then again, she doesn't seem like the type, but... What you doing in our apartment? So you have been in our apartment. I had a feeling. But who wants to think about all the logistics of dismembering and disposing of a detective's body when you got these little whiskers rubbing against you? See what I mean? You judged our character so harshly. How could you? I'm the victim here. Ah, you thought I was a bad person. And then she goes on to talk about getting us beat, stealing our shit, and blackmailing us. Then he screams, Kitty, and then goes off to talking about dismembering us. Now, isn't that lovely? Sachiko was right. You do genuinely love cats, so why make her sign a contract that would end with her having to put the cats down? Sachiko isn't as perfect and cute as she seems. I mean, I believe that. I agree with you. She probably isn't. I mean, I've seen her sashimi feeding ways. But even so, you're talking about dismembering me. I mean, it's kind of hard to take you seriously after you say things like that. She might love her cats, but she has strange ways of caring for them. Yes, I'm aware of her sashimi. She owes me a great debt, and it's my right to collect it. If her cafe shuts down, I'd make sure those cats have a home, though I can't say the same for their owner. I mean, if you... I actually kind of believe you with that one. You know what? If you were willing to take care of the cats and actually do what you say you do, and based on your reaction to cats, I actually want to believe you based on that. That being said, I agree she shouldn't have her business or be even dealing with the Yakuza if you're, I don't know. I mean, I know she's probably like, but my cats, I get to, take care of them, and then that goes downhill, then they're all going to be with this lady, which, I mean, she seems to treat, the kitties a lot better than she treats people, so you never know. She'll have her own little cat mafia. This job is about tough decisions, not legal ones like you cops make. In my business, you have to sleep with the choices you make, not leave them at the door when you hand the case over to the courts. ... Hehe, Mr. Marshmallow likes being picked up. Aww. He is pretty cute. I'm not sure if you meant for this outcome, but I have to say you have some guts coming back like you did. I thought you'd be another pushover cop to keep in my pocket. I underestimated you. And in doing so, I've given you information on one of my weaknesses. It's funny, really. I really spend so much time making sure I'm not seen as the weak woman that all these men expect me to be, that I don't feel like myself sometimes. So maybe kitty cat lady at the cafe was right about you, Maybe if you had a different life, maybe? Something I'm sure you understand quite well. Oh yeah, I get it. I've seen how they've treated her in the office. Tell you what, I'll let you have that one little weakness of mine. It's only fair. I know so many of yours after all. Okay, collector. In a different life, maybe we could have been friends. Kazu, stand down for now. Itō, consider yourself lucky. I'll let you keep your jacket tonight. Understood, boss. Alright, forget the Cat Cafe contract. I'll get one of my boys to deal with it later. What is it you wanted again? Okay, so she's gonna go back regardless of what we did. So at least we're not a part of it. I want to speak to Omega's company president, Higashi, about a girl signed to his agency. That's right, our missing agency president, and one of his many projects. What a despicable little man. I'll tell you now, I had no problem taking control of the business from him. I left him as president to keep a few of his clients happy, a decision I regret now. Did you kill him? Where is he? I mean, even if she did kill him, she wouldn't tell me. Where is he? Unfortunately, I'm just as in the dark about where he disappeared to as you, I'm afraid. A deal's a deal, though. While you were out, I got an address to one of his old hideouts, and the code to get in. I can't guarantee you'll find anything there, but I said I'd tell you what I knew, and that's what I know. Fair enough. You haven't sent one of your stooges to check it out for you? Stooges? I like you, but don't push it. As I said earlier, me and my men can't afford to be spotted right now, especially in the area, getting so much special attention. Special attention? Doesn't Kobiko get enough attention on its own? Kobiko is what it is, but this isn't in Kobiko. I know I'm butchering that, and I'm sorry. This particular spot got its reputation and subsequently its extra police patrols a bit more recently. In fact, I hear there's still an ongoing investigation going on there. I heard you'd be intimately familiar with that area and the incident that happened there. My condolences on the loss of your partner, Detective Tanaka, by the way. All the papers are rushing to make you out to be incompetent, or worse yet, some sort of psychotic killer. Maddening, isn't it? My friends in police headquarters say you two were very close. Oh wait. My friends in police headquarters say you two were close. That's no way to lose someone you love. I suppose it's not too much to ask what really happened. Was there really someone there that night? Thanks on the condolences, but what happened on that night isn't something I want to discuss right now. Suit yourself. Let's change the subject back to Higashi. You see, this person, the questions they're asking, sounds like the collector. Like, it sounds like she's like, well, did you really see something there, or are you making excuses? It's like she wants to find out whether or not we really thought we saw something, because if we did, then be like, oh, well, then you thought you were doing right, or you were confused, or you weren't mentally okay when you made said decision. Because she seems to ask these questions. You even heard the collector say stuff like, well, why did things happen the way they did? Did you have to make this choice? And then one of them was like, I didn't have a choice, or something else did it. And she was like, oh, so you're a puppet then? That's why I get that vibe. It took a bit of digging to find that address. Seems he was keeping a second hideout in Shinjuku under a fake name. Now that we know where it is, he probably knows too. I highly doubt he'd be stupid enough to stay holed up in it. But I also doubt he'd be smart enough to completely clear the place out before he left town either. There's probably something in there that would lead us right to him. Get what you want, then let Kazu know where the slime is so we can straighten him out. He'll get those fantasies of running away out of his head. The code to the door is 11235. I should probably write that down. Because chances are, the moment I don't, they're going to ask me for something like that, and they're going to be like, oh, you don't have the code? It's the only keypad lock on the street. You can't miss it. Oh, so it's that one building we kept trying to, like, go into, but we didn't have the code for, so we finally got the code. So it wasn't something that we... I mean, I guess if we had gone about a different route with her, maybe we wouldn't get it. I don't know. It's the only keypad lock on the street. You can't miss it. For what it's worth, I wish you good luck finding your little girl, but remember, you can't save them all, Ayami Itō. I mean, that's fair. Oh, and Itō? Hey, it's Tomo. Thanks for bringing Mr. Marshmallow to me. Being holed up in one place for the last few weeks can get a bit taxing. So are you keeping Marshmallow or Tomo now? You know, I remember he loves fresh fish. Fresh fish, huh? Sachiko certainly does have an eccentric taste. Kazu, go pick up some sashimi. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, I wonder if Tomo's gonna get sick all over her area. I mean, yeah, technically the other one was like laced with laxatives and stuff, but I don't know. Right away, boss. I mean, she's taking care of Tomo well. I don't know how I feel about all this, but at least Kitty Cat's in good hands, I think. I mean, part of me wants to go in here anyway. Can I go in here? No, I'm not exactly in the mood to dance. I should get going. Okay, so we can't go in there even if we want to. What about these guys? Nothing. Alright, well, away we go. Alright, so we need to go back to Shinjuku travel. So finally we're going to know what's behind the mysterious door, although should we go and see any of the other vendors while we're here? Well, maybe we can't. See the butterfly there. We can go in here though? The other bar on the left wasn't open though. But we can't talk to him anyway, unless maybe there's something hidden in here I was supposed to click on. I don't know. Okay. That's the door right there, but I wanna check something out. What about here? Is there anything creepy going on in here? Where's Leroy, the janitor? Alright, there's nowhere else to go or anything else to look at. I guess we'll go here. Huh, it worked. Looks like Kasumi's tip wasn't a lie. Alright, so we didn't need the code. Why tell us, like, what it is if we don't have to actually type it in? Why don't you just say, we gave you the code? Oh, jeez. Ugh, what a stench. Yeah, something doesn't seem right here. I know that smell. Anyone who's worked homicide long enough knows it. Yeah, somebody's dead. And our sanity just went down. Great. Open, kick, pick lock. I mean, I don't think we should be messing with doors if we don't know what's behind them. Our professionalism will take a big... Oh, jeez. I mean... It looks like it says, like, love on the wall. O-V-E is the way it looks. The word ruby is written in blood on the wall. That says ruby? Really? Maybe it's in, you know, kanji or something. I don't know. Oh, jeez, man. This is the source of the smell, alright. The body's in pretty bad shape. Whoever did it took enough time to mutilate the corpse. The internal organs have been disturbed and maybe removed. Is this a trap? Did what's-her-name send us here to get murked? Because it could be that. What's this? There's a paper bag with the name Higashi written on it. Did Reina do this? Did the Yakuza crime boss do this? Maybe she lied to us? Oh, great. What the hell's that sound? Nothing changed, just the door. Before we had the option of knocking it down, now we don't? What the fuck is that sound? Listen. Nothing to see here. Where's the noise coming from? man. Before I go back that way, I want to see if I can go any farther to the right. Aw, dude. What the fuck? Oh, lovely. Can we just ignore that door and leave? Oh, man. It sounds like something is trying to escape from inside. Yeah, this is the time where you pretend you didn't see that shit and you fucking leave, man. Oh, we can't leave. Alright. The rattling stopped. Why? I don't want to enter, man. Can we go into one of these other doors? Oh, man, I don't want to go in there. Oh, jeez. Shots of various girls, all of them taken in this room. They don't look like professional headshots an agency would do. They all look so sad and young. I've got a pretty good idea what these pictures were used for, and the types of people they might have been sent to. Oh, God, that's Raina. Raina? So it's true to think you were kept in a place like this. What happened to you? Huh? Something's happening. What the fuck? You're back early. Yeah, I don't feel well. I think I'll go to bed early tonight. What the fuck? Ruby, don't ignore me. Lately, it's been the same excuses over and over. I don't know what you're talking about. Ruby, my sweet little Ruby. You think because that one song was a hit, you can just stop working? That money's all gone, sweetheart. We spent it all trying to get you a record deal. Don't you think it's unfair to eat my food and stay here for free without doing any work, Ruby? Hey, stop crying. Stop crying, I'm talking to you. Sob. Please, I didn't mean it. I'll do another song. I'll make it up to you, I promise. I just don't want to. That's exactly why I'm setting up all these meetings for you. You make the right impression with these guys and they'll take you places. Speaking of which, I got a call a little while ago from Masa. Know what he told me? ... He told me you were being a little disagreeable with him last night at his place. You know, that he's one of our best clients, don't you? The things he can do for you girls is, well, I shouldn't even need to tell you. See, we know the guy on the right, Higashi, is dead if what we saw in the hallway was true, which would suggest that, based on what we're seeing on the left, does that mean Reina's, like, dead too? And that all of this has been shit she's been seeing? Or has she completely lost her mind? It's hard to say. I sent you to him because he said there was something special about you. In fact, he said out of all the girls here, he particularly wanted to meet you. I did you a big favor by making that happen. Then you compensate my generosity by sitting in a room crying and telling me you don't feel well, or whatever excuse you come up with next. I couldn't. He tried to. I don't care what he tried to do. You should have let him. Oh, God. What the fuck? No? When I took you in, you were a vulnerable tiny girl who was already failing in school, but I saw your potential. I could already tell how pretty you'd be when you were older. Oh, great, so you're a creep. Like, all of this is really fucked up. Like, I don't understand, like, the correlation between this and where Reina was before. I mean, I get it, we're getting some backstory, but a bit of a gap at the moment. That's all those men care about, how I look. So what? You think I took you in because of how smart you were? You're an idol. You're supposed to be looked at. Most men would fall over themselves to meet a pretty girl like you, but you ruin it for everybody when you sit there crying. ... What are you doing? I'm sick of looking like an idiot, Ruby. Investigation +5. You made me do this. What did he do? I guess we're gonna go click on the ring, TV. Look away. nothing else to see there. I guess we exit? Man. Yeah, now there's sounds at the end of the hall. Oh, okay. Her coat looked like it had blood on it at first. It's just the shadows. Jeez. The noise stopped. Could we have broken into these doors early? Well, there's Reina by herself. Listen. Damn it, Ruby. I can't stand to see you like this. You're not gonna feel better staying cooped up in here. Listen, I got you that photo shoot lined up tomorrow. The one with Masa. Are you even listening? Don't make me go back. I don't want to go out. Let me stay here. What's wrong with you? Please, please don't make me. I'm afraid to go. As far as I can tell, all you're afraid of is success. I've fallen over myself to make you a star, but you'll never get anywhere if you lock yourself away. What, you're not going to say anything? You can't treat me this way. I gave you your name, your music, and damn near everything else. Oh, but you think you're special, right? Let me break it to you, honey. You're not. There's loads of other girls in this business just like you, and they do what they have to without complaining about it. They understand how important it is to keep clients happy, and I'm sorry it's not all butterflies and flowers, but you're not some naive girl anymore. You're a woman now. Hey, Earth to Ruby, I'm trying to give you some advice here, and you're not even listening. Reina, my name is Reina. What'd you just say? Reina? Who's that? Oh yeah, that was the name of some pathetic little foster girl I picked up. Wow. You want to go back to being her? Just say the word, and I'll throw you out there myself. If you think you've got it so bad now, let's count the seconds between you hitting those streets and being back in foster care, or dead in some gutter. ... Dude, the fuck? What happened to Reina? Like, how did she get from here to where we saw her, like, at the beginning of the game? Higashi. No. Not so talkative now, are we, Reina? Or is it Ruby? The girl who was successful, the girl who could make it if she would just do what she was told. Sorry, I'm sorry, I lost my temper, but you gotta see things my way. You were special, you know that? I see, I saw so much potential in you. Such a beautiful young girl, I wanted to raise you up and show you what life could be. Then you reject me with everything I can offer you. It's a damn shame. You're still pretty, Ruby, so pretty, but not when you mope around. I mean, honestly, go work at a bar like the blonde-haired chick. Don't do this. Look, I get it. You're a teenager and you cry it out, right? Fine, but you just said she's a fucking adult and then you say she's a teenager. This is some Stockholm Syndrome shit if I ever saw it. When you're done with that, you're going back out there. You think I want to send you to all these little meetings with Masa, something like that, and guys like him? I'd rather you were successful so you don't have to do that. I'm on your side. Yeah, huh. If you'd work harder, you wouldn't have to do things like that. Stop crying. You're not a child anymore. You just called us a teenager. Sob, I just want to go home. Home? Ha ha ha. Where do you think you are? You are home. This is as good as it's going to get for a little girl like you. Tomorrow you're going to go with Masa and do whatever he tells you to do. You'll stop this crying and you'll start making some money. I wonder if she killed him. Maybe it was a mistake to think you'd end up being special. Turns out you're just another disappointment. Another whore. Wow. That's fucked up. Is that a trapdoor? Is there anything else hiding here in the dark? Looks like there's a mirror or something in the back, but look. There's something laying on the mattress. It's a newspaper article dated October 24th, 2004. The article's title, One Hit Wonder Ruby Commits Suicide. That can't be, that was over 10 years ago. Her real name was withheld from the press, but her picture is there. Does that mean we're crazy? What the fuck? According to the article, Higashi went to her room and found it locked. He called to her. She didn't answer. I thought she must have been tired, he said. She'd been working hard on a new song. He only forced the door when he noticed the smell. He found her hanging from the rafters. She'd hung herself almost 2 days before. Probably in this room. There's more. Though Mr. and Mrs. Higashi had adopted her years before, Ruby was not made to work and loved being an idol more than anything in the world. Her song Look For Me will go on sale again this month, with all sales going to various suicide prevention charities. I'm so confused. I've read enough. The sadness that's in this room is the same awful feeling I felt in the sewers. Is it Reina's? Is this what I was supposed to see? But then that means that if she did do that, wouldn't that mean we were crazy? And unless that was her ghost or something like that we saw at the beginning, like, yeah, I don't know what to think. God, that's fucking disgusting. Alright, we've gone in every room except for the middle one. We had an option to break it down at one point, or pick lock it or something. Jeez, I don't know what to say. I guess we have to just leave now. I feel sick, that monster. How many girls had Higashi passed around and abused before he was murdered? And Reina, she looked the same as she does now, 16 years old, a child. Higashi had her locked up and she tried to take back control, and the only way she thought she could, only she came back. And all that pain and suffering came back with her. When I was in that room, I could feel it like it was my own, and it's not the first time. The dark was steeped in it. As soon as I realized it, it was like the air changed. I can sense a pulse now, like a heartbeat following me. I feel like the dark has changed, but there's more to do. The collector said the mask was a tool to navigate the dark. I need to go to Kamakura and find out what I can. I'm unsure where to go from here. I mean, I know we have to go to Kamakura, but like, so many questions. This actually be our first time back to Kamakura since before. Actually gave us a choice to go here earlier at one point, but I went to the district to talk to all of them. I think it's kind of good that we did, or we probably would have missed out on a lot of that other stuff. Ever since the day at the shrine 6 months ago, I've been scared of this place. It's a pretty town, but it does have a very ominous, dark vibe to it. Something took control of me. No, that wasn't real. An old woman gave me a mask, and I was sick, so I heard things. Can we be so sure? Maybe we did see her, but maybe she's a ghost, and we didn't know. I lost control, and it cost one girl her life, and very nearly killed another. Even thinking of Mai Kawana and the scared look in her eyes as I pulled the trigger makes me want to shrivel away and hide. I can't tell her the truth about the voices I heard, or that it wasn't my fault. She'd tell someone I was here. So she shot Tanaka, is my guess, and she didn't know that she shot Tanaka because maybe she was having a psychotic episode? Or maybe it's a ghost and most of this isn't real, I don't know. Hopefully she'll forgive me enough to help with my investigation of the mask. Wait, something's wrong. The trees. Why are there cherry blossoms? It's fall, right? Or maybe, no. Keep focused. It feels like I'm trapped in that day. Maybe you are dead too. Maybe you're being tested to see what kind of person you are by the collector of, what, souls maybe? Wouldn't that be interesting if all of this was actually like the afterworld and she didn't know? Okay, here's this creepy station that... Oh, fuck. Station attendant Magira. Oh, it's, you. I was reading the papers and, I, saw your picture. And then I saw that picture on the TV news. And maybe the 7chan message boards. After I looked you up, cough. I'm sorry, I was curious. I remember meeting you and couldn't believe it. It's like I met a celebrity or something. Oh, of course, it's not good or anything, but you know, you never know who you'll meet in this business. Everyone always seems so unamusing. Unassuming? Yeah, unassuming. I mean, that's not to say any of it was your fault or anything. Okay, so the message boards are pretty bad. There's a lot of bad stuff on there, like, wow. Pretty wild stuff. You're helping. You're helping my mood. Are you done? Oh, right. Sorry. Yes. Hello again. Dot dot dot. Cherry blossoms? Let's try that one. Hey, what's going on with the weather here? It's fall. Why are cherry blossoms out? It's beautiful, isn't it? It's a species of cherry tree. The prunus? Something... Oh, there's no way I'm pronouncing that. That sometimes blooms twice a year. At least, that's what it says online. Who'd have thought we'd actually have them here in Kamakura? Well, I say Kamakura, but they only seem to be in this part of town. Lucky, huh? A cherry blossom tree that blooms in fall? I've never seen it. Are you sure you've got your facts straight? It seems impossible. Impossible? Do you doubt my botany expertise? Yeah, a little bit. Impossible would be if the season started reversing themselves, don't you think? Yeah, it certainly feels that way. Huh? You say something? Why the glum face? Anyway, I hope you take advantage of the weather and go for a picnic or something. The blossoms are so peaceful. Don't they put your mind at ease? No. Is Maya's grandmother still at the house near here? You want to see her? Well, she is still around, I suppose. I see the comings and goings of all the people around here. I don't see her getting out much, though. Oh yes, that reminds me. When you were last here in April, did she, I don't know, give you something? I'm not accusing you, of course. I heard there was an important artifact that went missing last spring. Kawana is old and losing her faculties a bit. Maybe she gave it to you by mistake. Can you remember anything like that? Yeah, the mask? That's interesting. Why does he want to know about the mask? I want to give it back. I've never wanted to use it, and they're always like, oh, use the mask, use the mask. I don't want any part of that dark voodoo bullshit, so I'll be honest. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, so you do know about it. That's a relief. Wouldn't want to think something so important was stolen by some riffraff, right? So, do you know when they'll return it? You'll have to ask HQ about that kind of thing. Sorry. I mean, we technically have it. I contacted them several times. They said they didn't know anything about it. They said they didn't have it. Really? So they lied about it.
From the secret shadows of dawn, there's a darkness to disguise. The simple thought I recognize. Can't you see their beauty?